nation. I lift my heart to you on high. He is my song, he is my music, a melody so soft and sweet. He is my song, he is my music, a song of love. He sings to me.
A voice so sweet, 10,000 angels bow and worship at his feet. Breathless silent anticipation, the whole world waits to hear him speak.
He is my song, he is my music, a melody so soft and sweet. He is my song, he is my music, a song of love. He sings to me. He is my song, he is my music, a melody so soft and sweet. He is my song, he is my music, a song of love. He sings to me. A song of love, a song of love. He sings to me. A song of love, a song of love for you and me.
And good afternoon. As we got some music playing in the background. Hey guys, I'd like to say thank y'all for showing up today on the Chuck Bryant Show. We got some big news coming out that Marty Smith and I are going to be sharing tomorrow. You'll hear it on the morning show, and you will hear it tomorrow afternoon here on this show also. We're wanting to bring you the best in whatever we're doing, and we want to make sure that you love what we got going on. We got WOTG TV Saturday and Sundays starting on December the 1st. Regardless of what, if we got music playing in the background, we're going to be 24/7. We've been saying that for a while, but we're at the point now where we can do it. Next up, how about a little Dean? Father Alone, here on the WOTG Radio Network.
Farther alone, we know all about it. Farther alone, we'll understand why. So cheer up, my brother, live in that sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. farther along we'll understand why. So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine, and we'll understand it all by and by. And when we see Jesus coming from glory, and when he comes down from his home in the sky, oh, and then we shall meet him in that bright mansion, and we'll understand it all by and by. Farther along we'll know all about it, and farther along we'll understand why. You gotta cheer up, live in the sunshine, and we'll understand it all by and by. Yes, we'll understand it all by and by. We'll understand it all by and by.
And next up is Sarah Collins. I might be going home today here on the WOTG Radio Network.
We've talked about the end of time for so many years, and dreamed about that blessed day when Jesus shall appear. And I can get excited no matter come what may, just to think that I could be leaving here today. I might go home today, 'cause I've been ready for a long, long time to move away. If the trumpet sounds, well, that'll be okay, 'cause I might go home today. Now lately I've been thinking of a better place than this, and this old heart's been longing for its happiness. And though I've had a good life, nothing can compare to the things that I have dreamed are waiting for me there. I might go trumpet sounds, well, that'll be okay, 'cause I might go home today. I might go home today. I've been ready for a long, long time to move away. If the trumpet sounds, well, that'll be okay, 'cause I might go home today. I might go home today. I might go home today.
And that was Miss Sarah Collins. You might go home today. Whew, what a day that will be. You get to be going home to see Jesus. Next up is my good friend Miss Terry Lynn and Born Twice here on WOTG Radio.
Born twice. I've been born twice. I never died. When they say that death has claimed me, well, you know it's a lie. When they put my body in that cold, cold ground, nobody gonna hold my spirit down. I've been born twice. I'm not afraid, 'cause I keep on clinging to the promise he made. He's been building my home, me on that blue, blue sky. Let not your heart be troubled, no need to cry. I've got this friend, he grabs for everything he can, goes for the gusto with every chance, deathly afraid of missing out on all the fun. Join me, he says, we only go around once. I've been born twice. I'll never die. When they say that death has claimed me, well, you know it's a lie. When they put my body in that cold, cold ground, nobody's gonna hold my spirit down. I've been born twice. I'm not afraid, 'cause I keep on clinging to the promise he made. He's been building my home, me on that blue, blue sky. Let not your heart be troubled, no need to cry. I know a lady in an old folks' home. She has nobody, she's all alone. I asked the reason for the smile on her face. I saw her eyes light up as I heard her say, I've been born twice. I'll never die. When they say that death has claimed me, well, you know it's a lie. When they put my body in that cold, cold ground, nobody's gonna hold my spirit down. I've been born twice. I'm not afraid. I keep on clinging to the promise he made. He's been building my home, me on that blue, blue sky. Let not your heart be troubled, no need to cry. Born twice. Born twice.
And that was Miss Terry Lynn and Born Twice. Next up, you know what? This coming up the holiday season, you know, we should be rejoicing, but we got a lot of things going on. We got COVID-19 that they're telling us that we've got to wear a mask, and I do every place I go, except for right here behind the microphone. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But anyway, I want to play a good song. I'm going to dedicate this to my good friend Randy Nichols, and pointed to, you know what, when life hands you lemons, You just got to make lemonade here on the WOTG radio.
A fight ensued between a husband and a wife. Neither one really knew the reason why. Caught in the middle was a child, doing what's best doesn't always feel right. He looked back at the door as he closed the gate. A little voice cried out, "Daddy, please wait. You don't have to go right now. God's gonna work it out somehow. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. When times get hard, just have a little faith. Nothing comes easy, but there's grace. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Now that little boy loved his mama and daddy, and it broke his heart to see them act this way. But remembering what the preacher said last Sunday reassured him that it would be okay. And the preacher said, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. When times get hard, just have a little faith. Nothing comes easy, but there's grace. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. When life hands you lemons, just make lemonade.
You know, when you got a problem like that, you just need to make a little lemonade, put a little sugar in it, get it up ice and cold on a nice hot day. Well, today might be a nice cool day up here in North Georgia, but you know what? Thank goodness that Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Next up, the Sounds of Victory. I'm not through with you yet, here on WOTG.
I am not through with you yet. He said, I'm not through with you yet. I turned my back on him and he turned me round again. He said, I'm not through with you yet. Oh no, I'm not through with you yet. Oh no, I'm not through with you yet. When I turned my back on him and he turned me round again, he said, I'm not through with you yet. When I was sinking in sin and I had no peace within, then Jesus saved my soul, cleansed and made me whole. He said, I'm not through with you yet. Oh no, I'm not through with you yet. No, no, I'm not through with you yet. When I turned my back on him and he turned me round again, he said, I'm not through with you yet. Many times I felt so all alone, but Jesus, he gave me a new song. Now I sing it mountain. I'm not through with you yet. Through with you yet.
And that was Sounds of Victory, Not Through With You Yet. Next up is the Hoppers, Lord Don't Move That Mountain, here on WOTG Facebook and WOTG Radio.
Lord, here I am again, down on my knees in prayer. And Lord, you promised me you would always meet me there. Now there's a mountain up ahead that I can't seem to climb, but I'm praying for the strength to try it one more time. Lord, don't move that mountain. Just give me strength to climb. For if you should move each mountain, I might grow weaker every time. And just like your son Jesus took the cross of Calvary's hill, Lord, don't move that mountain, so I may better do your will. Now if I had no mountains, Lord, I might forget to pray. And if there were no trials, well, I might even stray. But I know the higher the mountain, the sweeter the victory. Lord, ever remind me you will walk beside of me. Oh, Lord, don't move that mountain. Just give me strength to climb. For if you should move each mountain, I might grow weaker every time. And just as your son Jesus took the cross of Calvary's hill, Lord, don't move that mountain, so I may better do your will. Lord, don't move that mountain, so I may better do your will.
And that was the Hoppers, and Don't Move That Mountain Yet. Hey, guys, it's so great to be on here with you. We had Randy Nichols on here. We got Pastor JR on here. It is great for y'all to be on here with us today. And the Dunaways is up next. And When You Say Jesus, that's a good pot right there. When you say Jesus, he's right there in the mix. Hey, Pastor JR. Hey, Randy Nichols and Charity and Angela. So glad for y'all to stop by with us today here on the Chuck Bryant Show, Late Show. And the Dunaways, When You Say Jesus.
Did you know that things haven't always been just as they are today? Great men of old only had titles to call on when they prayed, like Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Rapha, for the God that heals. But I'm glad to tell you everything's changed since that name was revealed. When you say Jesus, you said it all. In big situations or in things that seem small, whatever your need is, there's just one name to call. And when you say Jesus, you said it all. For Satan, that old roaring lion, to be pushing you around. And there's no need to let the troubles of this old world get you down. 'Cause healing and blessing and great victories, they are all right at your and defeat is a word that you'll soon forget as soon as you understand. When you say Jesus, you said it all. In big situations or in things that seem small, whatever your need is, there's just one name to call. And when you say Jesus, you said it all.
Oh, when you say Jesus, you said it all. In big situations or in things that seem small, whatever your need is, there's only one name to call. When you say Jesus, you said it all. You said it all. Jesus says it all.
And Jesus says it all here on the WOTG Radio Network. Hey, next up is my good friend Greg Finch, and he's got a song he wants to tell you about a biscuit. A little chicken biscuit, that is, here on WOTG.
I like chicken and biscuits with a little hash brown, maybe with a little gravy, spread it all around. I like them chicken and biscuits, it's the best in this town. My mama used to make them from sun up to sundown. We would go to school, then come back and work. Knew that mama was making our favorite dessert. I like them chicken and biscuits with a glass of sweet tea. I like them chicken and biscuits, it was heaven to me. I like chicken and biscuits with a little hash brown, maybe with a little gravy, spread it all around. I like them chicken and biscuits, it's the best in this town. sundown. Getting ready for Sunday meeting and the breaking of the bread. I like them chicken and biscuits, what else can be said? I like them chicken and biscuits, they will melt in your mouth. I like them chicken and biscuits, they were born here in the South. I like chicken and biscuits with a little hash brown, maybe with a little gravy, spread it all around. I like them chicken and biscuits, it's the best in this town. My mama used to make them from sun up till sundown. If you're ever here in the South and want to have a good meal, order you some chicken and biscuits, you know just what I mean. I like them chicken and biscuits, I could have them every meal. My mama used to make them from sun up to sundown. My mama used to make them from sun up till sundown.
And that was my good friend Greg Finch talking about chicken biscuits. Hey, next up is When God Speaks by Dean. Tony Dean, Jimmy Dean, Noah Dean, and Miss Tina Dean. Down there in Panama City, Florida.
When in life men oft forsake me, and I feel I can't go on, God's always standing right beside me and says, my child, you're not alone. When God speaks, hear his voice. Know he's a true and mighty God. He will mend the brokenhearted if we believe he is our God. Ascend above them, where you'll find joy and peace inside. When God speaks, hear his voice. Know he's a true and mighty God, and he will meet hearted if
thing to say to you right now. Do you believe that Jesus is King? Do you believe that your soul is going to be in heaven? If not, let me tell you a little prayer right now. All you got to do is ask Him. I said ask Him, and you shall be in heaven. Say the prayer. Say the sinner's prayer, and ask God to receive you in, and then you become a child of God. One of my main sermons is I talk about after you get saved, what do you do then? You want to get to a church. You want to help serve in the church. You want to help build the church. You want to start a ministry. Whatever you want to do, follow, pray, and everything goes into that. Well, there's something I want to talk to you about. You know that bench that sits in front of the church that they've got tissues on, and they usually got a basket full of flowers on and everything else. Did you know what that's called? It's called an altar. And some churches don't even use it anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you right now that altar is always, always there for you to use it whenever you need it. Always. Next up, Second Generation with Brendan Denny and Dust on the Altar.
Let's go back a while to when I was a child. How will I remember the times? Those old saints would pray to the breaking of day, and not one soul seemed to mind. The preachers would pull till the altars were full. That's how it was in the past. But what once meant so much is now covered with dust, and the times prompt me to ask, doesn't anyone pray anymore? Do we really care for the lost? Children are crying and people are dying when just out of reach stands a cross. Now we think we're okay and we've got it made, but I'm afraid we've got it all wrong. Well, there's a need in our day for people who will pray till the dust on the altar is gone. We've learned to cover it well with the stories we tell, how we're in revival again. But if we try to imagine, we still couldn't fathom the souls that are dying in sin. The lesson we've learned, are we really concerned? Or have we grown tired of the fight? We may fool a few by avoiding the truth, but the dust on the altar don't lie. Doesn't anyone pray anymore? Do we really care for the lost? Children are crying and people are dying when just out of reach stands a cross. Now we think we're okay and we've got it made, but I'm afraid we've got it all wrong. Well, there's a need in our day for people who will pray till the dust on the altar is gone. There is a need in our day for people who will pray till the dust on the altar is gone.
And that was Dust on the Altar by Brenda Denny and Second Generation. Next up is one of my very favorite groups out of Oklahoma, and they're all pretty much my favorite groups, but this one touches my heart every time that I hear them. These three ladies are quite a bit there in the Oklahoma, and they come by and see Pastor Jack over there on the Pastor Jack Triple Hour sometimes over on KOTG. And that's a sister station to WOTG. So if you're listening to Pastor Jack over there, hang in there. Next one is The Bloodline by the Gospel Cousins here on WOTG.
Even though my spirit's low and it seems I can hardly go, but still I see victory. Many times I'm walking by faith, I can't see what lies before me, but still I see victory. I just gotta tell you, Satan, you can't cross the bloodline because I'm covered by his blood. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. Sometimes our battles get hard and it seems we're fighting a lot. Oh, I remember I'm standing on the rock. So, Satan, if I were you, I'd turn around and give up too, 'cause I do believe you're going to lose. I just gotta tell you, Satan, you can't cross the bloodline because I'm covered by his blood. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. You may stare and you may fight, but you're gonna lose this battle tonight. 'Cause remember, you can't cross the bloodline. You must remember, you can't cross the bloodline.
There's going to be big news here coming tomorrow. Marty Smith is going to be on the show with me tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about a new project that we're going to be working on. We're so excited about the what's going on. We've been working in the scenes, and we're still working behind the scenes on this new project. Stay tuned, and if y'all would, please pray for my granddaughter, Sophie. She was born back on April the 9th, and she's got to go in for some blood work. She's got a really rash that they're thinking about. They're going to have to take her to Indianapolis to the hospital up there, see what's going on, according to what my daughter told me earlier. So if you would be playing for Sophie Gilbert, that's my second grandchild, and she's about 6 or 7 months old now. She's born in April, so 7. She'll be 7 months now. So next up, Lisa Thompson and the Blood. Got that blood thing going on today. Here on the WOTG Radio Network.
There is the blood my way. Death, its price. When it flowed down from the cross, my sins were gone, my sins forgot. Oh, there is a grave that tried to hide this precious blood that gave me life. Oh, but in 3 days he breathed again and rose to stand in my defense. So I come to tell you he's alive, to tell you that he dries every tear that falls. So I come to tell you that he saves, to shout and to proclaim that he's coming back for you. There is a blood that sides the lines, that heals the sick, the lonely finds. Oh, but it has the power to free the bound as chains they fall upon the ground. So pour it out and cleanse my soul. Let that liquid glory flow, because he lives to make me whole. I owe my life, I owe my soul. So I come to tell you he's alive, to tell you that he dries every tear that falls. Oh, so I come to tell you that he saves, to shout and to proclaim that he's coming back for you. This life, this price, this blood, this what can make you whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. There is a blood that cost a life, that paid my way. Death, its price. But when it flowed down from that cross, my sins were gone. My sins were gone. Oh, now I come. Oh, yes, I come to tell you.
He's coming back for you. Yes, he is. That's the blood here on WOTG Radio. Hey, we got a couple more songs coming up here before we head out for the 12 o'clock hour and let some people take hold of it. Homecoming Radio's up next. And I Choose Today by Sarah Collins. And then the last song that we're going to play, Let's Have Church by Dusty Alaman.
I choose today to serve the Lord. Now's the time, and it's my choice. He called my name, oh, I heard his voice. I choose today to serve the Lord. Every day in life we have the choice to live for Christ or live life for ourselves. I made the decision to follow where he leads. He's my source of strength, my source of help. Me, I choose the things God has in store. Yes, for me, I choose to serve the Lord. I choose today to serve the Lord. Now's the time, and it's my choice. He called my name, oh, I heard his voice. I choose today to serve the Lord. Yes, my friend, the Lord is calling you to live your life according to his will. He will guide your steps along your winding journey, through every valley and over every hill. He has a perfect plan for you today. Just decide that Jesus is the way. I choose today to serve the Lord. Now's the time, and it's my choice. He called my name, oh, I heard his voice. I choose today to serve the Lord. As for me and my house will serve the Lord. We will base our future according to his word. I choose today to serve the Lord. Now's the time, and it's my choice. He called my name, oh, I heard his voice. I choose today to serve the Lord. He called my name, Lord, I heard his voice. I choose today to serve the Lord.
And that was Sarah Collins and I Choose Today. Next up, Mr. Dusty Alaman and Let's Have Church. Yeehaw!
Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's forget about ourselves and put Jesus first. Well, let's clap our hands and testify about his mighty works. Crank up the music and let's have church. Well, David said to clap our hands and shout with a loud voice. Every time we come to church, we have to make a choice. We can sit there in our seats and act like we're asleep, or we can stand and praise the King of Kings. Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's forget about ourselves and put Jesus first. Well, let's clap our hands and testify about his mighty works. Crank up the music and let's have church. In those old camp meeting days when I was just a child, that music would start playing, we would step out in the aisle. We would drink that living water until it quenched our thirst, and said, crank up the music and let's have church. Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's forget about ourselves and put Jesus first. Well, let's clap our hands and testify about his mighty works. Crank up the music, let's have church. I'm tired of hearing people scream at a football game, then come to church and sit real quiet while I praise Jesus' name. Well, if you feel the way I do, why don't you get out of your seat and let that spirit move you from your head down to your feet. Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's forget about ourselves and put Jesus first. Well, let's clap our hands and testify about his mighty works. Crank up the music and let's have church. Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's forget about ourselves and put Jesus first. Well, let's clap our hands and testify about his mighty works. Crank up the music and let's have church. Let's clap our hands and testify about God's mighty works. Crank up the music and let's have church.
And this has been the Chuck Bryant Show of the Late Late Show. And we're so glad that y'all came by and joined us today here on the Late Show. And we had to crank up the music because let's have church. Hey, guys, y'all be safe out there. And we will see y'all again tomorrow. And my very special guest tomorrow on the show will be Marty Smith. And we got a lot to talk about. So don't hesitate to come by and check us out. I'll be on at 12 to 2 tomorrow afternoon. Y'all have a blessed day, and we will see you again soon. Out of here. God bless. See you soon. You're listening to the WOTG Radio Network.